Hey, welcome back. It's the Must Be Happy Hour podcast. Today we have Michael. Shrago's banned for a while, and that black white supremacist I've been interviewing is dead. He went to
His healthcare got cut off.
His healthcare got cut off at the Trump rally, so it's not good. But nah, I want that was in. Did you listen to the second part at all? I doubt you did. A little bit. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done with my life. I wasted about an hour and a half talking about a frog, and what was it? I don't even remember. You didn't listen to that part? He started talking about frogs and the origins of the word cuck in their language in the alt-right. And it was fascinating to me how a lot of these people claim to be activists and all this other shit, yet they don't show their faces. They put a picture of Hitler, or they put a picture of Trump or that stupid frog up as their avatar or whatever online. And, and they call people who put their face out in the public to argue for liberal causes, social justice warriors, but they're willing to put their face out there. Like their leader's willing to put his face out there. What's his name? Trump, he's their leader. Even their other guy, that Richard Spencer guy, you've heard of him, right? The white guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's willing to put his face out there. But the rest of these guys, they go on 4chan.
Yeah, but he got punched in the face.
Yeah, but stand up for your cause.
Well, your cause is you're racist or you're just stupid.
And that's the thing. And what did you tell me last week? You were saying that like some of these people they're so broke or depressed.
I mean, most of these people who believe in conspiracy and like basically they aren't doing anything with their life. Basically, they think an ideology would fix their life. Yeah. If this type of government comes, like whatever, they blame all their failure on like government or conspiracy, or it's just a lack of knowledge and being lazy in life, making bad decisions.
And that's true.
It's very simple in this country. If you want to make money, go get education, go get a job.
Mm-hmm. You can't find it with Jesus or...
You can't find it with Jesus or government. The government is pretty okay. Doesn't matter Republican or Democrat.
I want to dig holes. I want to plant seeds. And I want to burn crosses in front of people's houses.
And you know what's funny? People who believe in conspiracy and they are the people who bring dictators in power.
Yeah.
And not educated people who actually believe in reality, that, all right, everything should be kind of normal, get educated. Those people don't bring dictator. Those idiots start voting for somebody that comes with radical ideology and takes power and then ruins everything.
But what gives that?
And then there's same people, then they start blaming. I'm like, oh, we made a mistake. They tricked us or whatever,
Uh-oh, yeah. Not here, because I feel like I've followed conspiracy theories my whole life, and not really my whole life, but trying to understand them, and then like digging into them and trying to discredit them. Things from the Illuminati down to secret governments and all this other shit. A lot of it's like bullshit. Where's the proof?
There's nothing.
Where's the proof? Where's the proof that George Soros is like? I know he can literally destroy a country by like buying its currency or something like that, which he does. He's an investor. He buys and trades currency. You know George Soros is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He does that stuff. And now people blame him for destroying their economy. Whoop-de-doo. He can do that shit. Why'd you let him get all this fucking money?
Yeah.
But him funding secret armies and all this other bullshit, how do you get away with that? How does Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation all of a sudden become the whole, like, umbrella for some secret government, shadow government that's running everything? How is Obama responsible for Trump's downfall, which is not happening? Like, how is that possible?
Or shit like 9/11.
9/11, exactly.
Causing it, or like
Jews.
It's like, let me give you, it's like a simple thing. They come like the whole Twin Tower crashing.
Yeah.
And like the way it went down is like any idiot would say like, oh yeah, you look at it, the way the building went down, it's like it was dynamite.
It could have been,
but no.
Who knows?
If you have a little bit knowledge of engineering, you know that because there are tunnels when the oxygen gets burned, it's gonna suck in whatever it was. So I mean, if you have a little bit of knowledge about things,
you don't
instead of making like coming up with theories. If you don't have all the facts, then you're always like, oh, you just want to blame something. You just don't want to
blame whatever. But I saw the whole thing happen on 9/11, and
but
two planes hit the buildings. That's
but like if on camera a plane hit it, they still want to blame something else on it. People, or the whole aliens always picks up the rednecks.
I believe in aliens, though. There are aliens.
If there are, they're not here yet.
They're not here.
And if they're abducting, they're not abducting fucking trailer trash people.
That makes sense.
Shouldn't they be abducting more until like Einstein or like
maybe they are. Maybe they are. And then they're like like in Men in Black where they scan with the thing and then they make them forget shit. But all these people that are building like
but they don't forget these
like
people.
Elon Musk, like he must have been abducted by aliens and just doesn't know it yet.
They're not the one who claiming the idiots.
No, but I'm just saying the idiots are the ones that keep the secret. Like they're the ones that they abduct the idiots, let them see the shit, and then nobody believes the idiot.
Why would they abduct the idiot?
Because nobody believes the idiot. Oh, I got abducted by an alien. But then they believe the idiot. The idiot believes like the conspiracies about 9/11, and then like
those idiots believe
that Donald Trump was abducted by aliens.
No,
and they just put him back on Earth.
No, he was abducted by fucking dumbass people and put in White House.
Facts. Oh my god. Speaking of dumb people. Okay, wait. No, let's backtrack. I wanted to talk about the movie, the Get Out movie. Okay,
it was amazing.
It was amazing, and I felt. Okay, from being like the racial context behind it was very subtle to me because it was funny. It was just simple shit that we say or think about black people in general. Oh, faster, stronger, good at sports, blah 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 blah, all that shit. And then the way they made it, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody. Well, maybe we will. Fuck it. But just the way that it was put together in a way that. In that like psychological thriller type of way where it's just kind of it freaked me out at the end because I was literally scared of those white people in the
I think audience. it was racism from the angle of white people, how they're racist, not like a black man making a movie about racism.
Yeah,
it's like how racism is between white people. Like kind of
where they think that when the guy was like, I voted for Obama.
I have 4 black friends.
I voted for Obama twice. I would have voted for him a third time. Yeah, it's funny, and like it just amazes me like how that whole like some people are just outraged by like, oh my god, this movie's so racist. I'm like, how? You watch any movie, the stereotypical black character is the embodiment of what those people think, oh, he's from the hood, he's from the but then at the same time they worship black people who play sports, who can sing well, who in the case of the guy who he was a good photographer, they're like, oh, I don't, and the one actually it was funny because
you see, this is white people. They worship him for a football player that plays, he's a black football player that plays football. They just worship him for playing football. The second he wants to stand for something else, they're like, no, you're fucking made for just playing football.
Yeah, like
we'll love you as long as you're playing football. If the second you get involved into politics or anything else,
anything
else
beside that, businessman,
or whatever, open a restaurant, no. That's it. Then you go back to whatever it was. But if like Tom Brady does that, he can do fucking whatever he wants to do.
Oh yeah, he can do whatever he wants, and he'll be successful. He can open up a car wash; it'll be successful because it's Tom Brady's car wash. Why not? Any of these other niggas, they open up a car wash, and nobody's gonna wash their car there. Black people don't wash cars very well. But one thing that I just realized about that movie, the guy at the end who was trying to take his. I guess, put his brain inside his body so he could have his eyes. That was interesting because he actually said, oh, I don't give a fuck about the race part. I just want your eyes. And he did, he was the only person at that Remember at the gathering?
Yeah.
Like the guy came up to he related to him. He was like, oh, you're a pretty cool guy. Like, you make sense. Well, the rest of these people, they're looking at me like I'm a piece of meat. Like, oh, you run fast. Oh, you're this and that. Like, they were looking at me like I was, like a stereotype. And this is the first person to say, oh, I like your work. You're a great photographer. Oh. And lo and behold, he just wanted him for that specific purpose, black or white. And what was crazy about it, what freaked me out at the end was like the grandparents being the housekeeper and the fucking, that shit freaked me out. I was just like, holy crap. And that dude just wanted to run fast and the way, and I was amazed. That was amazing. But yeah, if anybody, well,
the second I saw it, like the way they made her dress like in the 70s.
Yeah.
The maid, she was like dressed like the slaves in the 70s. The haircut, they changed her haircut, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
could show there's like a racist parents.
Yeah, well, they voted for Obama twice.
3 times.
Almost three times. Getting hypnotized. That shit's crazy. What a freaking movie. They're going to make the guy, Jordan Peele. Key and Peele.
Key and Peele.
They're funny. But that was a great movie. He said he's going to make 3 more movies, I think. Similar to
that?
Not like the same thing, but yeah, similar. And, yeah. Shout out to the white girl in the movie, too. You're talking about her today. Yeah, she's on that show Girls on HBO. I never noticed. I only watched the show a couple times, but I did recognize her face. I was like, oh, yeah.
I have to watch that show now.
Yeah, they're gonna probably, they start kidnapping.
It did make me kind of scare white girls after seeing that.
Yeah,
just don't go
visit the parents.
That's a whole awkward thing. Once you go, if you're a minority, you start going to see like a white family.
Mm-hmm.
You get a definitely different feeling than, let's say, if I'm dating a black girl.
Well, if they don't know you yet.
No, it's always a little bit awkward.
They're happy when they bring home a light skin.
I'm Middle Eastern. I can go date an Asian girl and go see the parents.
That might be tough depending if they're Chinese or some shit.
Yeah, still, to me, I don't care. They may be tough to me. Personally, I just don't care.
Oh, yeah, you'll be like,
if I was like a black girl, I don't care.
It's an Asian chick. There's a billion of them, right? Yeah.
No, just for some reason, white people, they give me that energy that makes me a little bit.
Oh, because they're totally like.
I don't know what it is. I mean,
Is it American white people or?
I think it's American white people.
Have you ever met white parents before?
Yeah, they're all cool. But
no, just like with a girlfriend of yours, you've met the white parents?
Not really.
Oh, how do you know? Oh, just white people in general.
Just the thought about it.
Yeah.
No, I mean they're not. I'm not saying they're awkward. Like just thinking
I find
about
it awkward when I find out their politics. Like Kenny, my friend Kenny, his dad is totally fucking.
Yeah.
Like, but I've hung out. Like I've been with this guy one-on-one before I knew his politics. Now I'm like, is he a little racist? I don't know.
I mean, by the way, I meant like you remember my this guy I know, Kip in
Kip,
school.
Yeah.
So I met his grandpa, and total conservative, right wing. The guy wouldn't even didn't want to even say my Persian name. It was that racist.
Fuck that guy.
He said, I don't feel comfortable saying your name.
Really?
Yeah.
That was after 9/11. I can understand that. Could have been in there with a suicide vest or something. Yeah. Allah Akbar. All that shit.
Grandkid was fixing my car, so.
There you go. Hired help. That's what he's gonna. That's what he's doing now. Probably. I don't know.
Probably the same shit.
Yeah, but that shit is crazy. Like racism, everything. I just kind of don't think about it anymore. I try not to, but people always bring it up, and it's not how how like some people don't see color and all this other nonsense. If you don't see color, then you're racist. You have to be. You have to be. Because everybody's a different...
Yeah. The people who actually say they don't see color, they're the one that bring it up. Oh, I don't see color. I have 4 black friends and 2 Asian.
And that annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, I'm like...
And I'd rather you feel uncomfortable or be a little bit racist around me. If you're racist around me, if I can make a joke with you about my people and your people and you're not uncomfortable with that, then we're cool. I like racism. I would love if a redneck would call me a nigger. I would love it.
Racism till you don't take action.
No, you're not supposed to. I mean, unless you're fucking psycho. But most of those people...
A lot of people I seen my friends were racist.
Yeah.
Like, they go to a store like this. Like, I had a friend The Iranian guy actually went to Apple store, and the guy came. He was like asking for an iPad. And the guy was like, "Who's helping?" It was a black kid. It started a huge and he asked. The guy asked like,
"But the black kid did?"
No, my Persian friend, Iranian guy. He asked basically the tech guy. He's like, "Tell me a reason why I should buy an iPad." He's like, "Well, if you don't need it, you don't need to buy it. We're not forcing you to buy it." And then he called his manager and when it was like, "Oh, you have a shitty salesman here. Like, he can't even convince me to buy something." He just went off. And in the end, when we're talking, it was like, "Yeah, they shouldn't let black people work here." So the whole black guys. Yeah. So the whole argument, he started it. And so the answer was, so I'm a techie guy, I know about it. So the answer he was giving him was all right. Yeah. And then they changed the salesman person. They brought in another white guy, and the guy was just answering bullshit to him. Yeah. Like, telling him was wrong. He was happy. Oh, because the salesman was white.
That was it.
That was it.
So he gave the black guy a tough time.
Told the manager, brought up my manager, and the whole thing was racist.
That's a shame. That black guy probably lost his job.
No, because he was so obvious about it, the way he was racist.
Oh, okay.
So even the manager
just wanted
noticed.
Yeah. Say, okay, I get it. Oh, man. I should be racist against white people like that. That'll be amazing. You can't get away with that shit. They probably kick me out the store.
White people? They wouldn't even notice that you're racist. They always just think you're an idiot.
Start acting up in the store. They'll tell me to leave instead of serving me.
Yeah.
I don't have those problems, though. Well, I don't really act up.
Well, we live in a city, so...
We're civilized, too. Yeah. I don't understand what sparks people's emotions about race and all that other shit.
So this kid I'm talking about is just a rich kid from Middle East who actually doesn't know the culture.
Wait till he goes to the airport and they start sticking fingers up his ass because they need to see his papers.
Private jet, first class. So doesn't go through that.
Doesn't matter. ICE will come get him. Or that. How do you feel about that? They're rounding up people. Soon they're banning your people, but they're gonna start rounding up people soon. You think it's they're gonna be knocking at your door? Okay.
Hey. If that happens, it happens. Not much you can do. It's part of life. And you make some friends there.
No, it's sad. Sick, sad world we live in.
So they took out Iraq out of the list?
Yes, they did. Which makes sense, I guess.
And then Saudi Arabia and Pakistan still not on the list where all the terrorists were from. 9/11 terrorists.
Yeah, no. Well, what are they going to do?
But, their point is, like, U.S. doesn't have a good relations with these countries, with their government, so they can't do background check on the citizens.
Oh, that's the way they're spinning it now?
Well, that's what Obama said, and then they're going by that. But Obama didn't ban everything. Yeah. He's like, for refugees. But there's somebody for PhD who wants to come here with a job. Like, Iranians are the most educated minorities in the U.S.
Are they?
Yeah. They're the most educated minority, percentage-wise.
Where'd you read that?
It's a
Breitbart?
No, census.
The census. They are pretty smart. No, I know a lot of smart Iranians.
Go look at the board of any of these Silicon Valley companies.
Yep.
Always find an Iranian. There's always a Muhammad, Amir, one of those.
We know a couple of Human.
Yeah, you got buddies.
A couple of Amirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of those people. Mm-hmm. So those people, it's not like they're going to get stuck in Iran. They're just going to go to Europe.
Yeah.
So who's going to lose here?
The US.
Those people are millionaires anyway, and they're going to take millions of dollars of taxes, and they're going to go in Europe. They're going to start their own company because they're entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to pay taxes there. They're going to start a company. They're going to hire the Indians over there.
Hire the Indians over there.
Or whatever, their friends.
Yeah. How do you... it's crazy.
So what's going to happen then?
This country, well, we're
going
to have more factory jobs.
Wait, you're going to have all farmers working in...
farmers and factory
working in Silicon Valley? Oh, by the way, have you seen the autonomous tractor?
I thought tractors were autonomous already, like some of them.
Without a driver now. So I was watching this video
one
of
less
these
job.
Yeah. So you have these IT geeks programming these tractors, sitting in a room, scanning the entire field, and they're doing all the work. So our U.S. farmers gonna lose their jobs.
Or they could just sit back at home. So this is the
no, they can't. You need to program those.
I know.
So what's gonna happen? Hey, you're IT graduate. What are you gonna do? This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna go buy a farm, program your tractor, and do everything, and you don't have to deal with anything. The farmer's not gonna know how to program that.
Yeah. No, but they still buy the product, and it's going to need. See, the crazy part about it, I'm a big believer in work smarter, not harder. A lot of these people don't work smart, and it's a cycle of stupidity
because they think if you work, there's this stupid thing that say if you work hard,
it pays off.
Pays off.
You're going to get a house again.
No, that's. The word doesn't work.
Look at everybody who's successful. Like
you got to
Bill
work
Gates.
Smart.
Look at Bill
Gates.
Work
hard, but work smart.
Bill Gates paid $50,000 for Windows from some programmer who worked hard on it, and he stole some ideas from Apple and made Windows, and now he's the richest freaking guy in the world. Warren Buffett literally goes out there and leverages failing companies and makes them good again with all of his money, and he just works smarter. Like it's just
we all work 5 to 10 hours a day, right?
Try to, yeah.
Some people make like Bill Gates $70 billion, and some people barely make minimum wage.
Yeah,
they're all working. They're all working the same hours.
But you just
somebody's working much smarter.
Exactly. Exactly.
His smartness is like 5 million times valued, 5 million times more than the guy who works on construction,
or the guy that works at McDonald's, or the guy that works in this room. Actually, both.
Not that those jobs are bad, but those people shouldn't believe the whole thing that says work harder. That's not true. If you decide to be a construction worker, good. That's what you decide, but don't expect that to pay. If you're working,
you're gonna have to work 2 or 3 jobs. If you're working
hard, they shouldn't be paying you more than what's worth an hour.
You know what's the guy, the construction worker who works harder and smarter at the same time. The guy that goes, hey, I'm going to work at this construction job plus take night classes in computer programming or whatever. Work to be something better than what you are. And a lot of people don't think like that, which is crazy, Yeah,
I mean, if you want to stay in construction, that's fine. But don't expect that job to pay the same as a computer programmer.
Yeah.
If you want,
but
then you go get the education for that. Sorry, that shit doesn't pay, and all you have to do. And those people who complain about it, those are the people who believe in conspiracy theory. Those are the people who bring people like Trump. They start blaming other people.
They blame us for Hillary. I wonder. They need to lock her up. I mean, I would vote for Trump again if he locked up Hillary Clinton.
Why?
I didn't vote for Trump the first time, by the way, people. I don't know who the hell I am, really, but my name's Ellen.
Should they lock up Pence for
using
what? Personal email?
It's different, but neither one of them actually did anything wrong.
So why would they lock up Hillary?
Because that's what he said he would do.
Oh, but he doesn't even have the power to do that. That's the thing, man.
I know, but he said he would do it.
He said a lot of shit.
I'm just saying, like, if he kept that promise, I would vote for him.
How about the new thing he said about Obama?
I love it.
That he's wiretapping his Trump Tower.
Whatever. Shit happens.
He got caught on that one.
Well, he did, but it's funny because it doesn't matter what the fuck he says. They're going to be exploring this
point that literally doesn't matter what he says.
He's literally signing executive orders that say they could dump sludge in fucking rivers and take away school lunches and all this other shit. So people are getting distracted. This is a distraction. Obama's not going to do shit. I mean, you know what Obama should do? He should fucking hold a rally, go up there and say, "Look, these are the executive orders he's signing." I'll tell you, I didn't bug his phones, but these are the things that he's doing right now that people need to pay attention to. Everybody would cover that.
I think.
Hold him accountable.
No.
People need to hold him accountable. He needs
to stay away. Let Trump fuck up. I can't wait for Trump to take away Obamacare. My insurance would go down, but those people who voted for Trump, they're going to get They
thought they were going to get free health care and jobs and shit. It's not happening.
Yeah.
It's not, which is okay.
And it's going to get worse and worse. The more automated jobs get.
You know what's funny about this whole thing is like, there's so much potential in this country to do more than just what's on the coasts, and we have enough money to make the rest of the country more productive. But I think the
Republicans don't want to spend that money on people.
It's not even about.
Yeah, you need to be trained and educated.
The money spent in bureaucracies. It's just spent. The money. If the taxpayer money goes to the people at the top.
Republican rather spend another $50 billion in defense than education. Our military is 20 times. We spend 20 times more than the
double. We spend double our combined.
Next 20 countries.
Yeah, we spend double that.
Equal or double, whatever.
I think it's double.
So you add up China, Russia, North Korea, Iran, the entire Middle East, entire Europe.
We spend half a $1 trillion on military.
We are already number one. We're way ahead of any. So why do we need to spend another $50 billion?
Oh, because we need to be...
Why are we not spending that money on education? We don't have the best education. We're number 20 on education.
I know, that's so sad.
Why not spend that money? So that's what I'm saying. Republicans don't want
Chicago's
to.
Fault.
Because if you have dumb population...
People, they don't.
They will always vote for it. If they stay poor, uneducated, they start believing in all these conspiracy and lies.
Why, though? People are just...
Because they believe in that. Lack of knowledge. They lost simple solution for simple problem. For big problems.
It's sad. I'm always trying to figure out why things happen the way they do. It's a sick, sad world, as I always say. What are you going to do?
So do you think most people who go and get educated, go into science, they start believing in, Jesus and those things? Majority, they don't.
That's a fascinating topic, yeah. They don't.
They stop. Don't want that.
You know what's funny? Our country, I read a stat somewhere that our country is, as we've becoming more dumber, belief in religion has gone up. And as other countries like Europe and other become more developed and more progressive, the belief in religion goes down. Like there's more atheists. So we have actually more religious people here than we do other countries do. And it's because of lack of education. And it's so funny,
because religion is always the opposite of education.
Why our Constitution was written around not believing in religion, giving people who believe in religion rights, but not power. And now it's like the opposite. And we still have a Constitution that says, these things in it, which doesn't make any sense. Like, why is that? And why don't we ever elect officials that enforce that? Because we have to make the evangelical Christians
elected.
Obama
was atheist. Basically, they can't just say it. These people,
atheists. What are you talking about?
Not an atheist. They're not religious. He's not a.
He went to church. None of these people are religious.
No, they are.
None of them. Please.
Mike Pence is religious.
No, he's a hypocrite.
He's a hypocrite.
He beats off the fucking porn in the bathroom like every other man.
But he goes to his church. He's that dumb.
Yeah.
That hypocrite religious guy who, in Vatican molested kids and then praised
the Pope.
No, in Vatican, all those priests.
Oh, okay. I was thought you said the Pope was molesting children.
You never know.
I don't want to. I like the Pope. Pope's cool.
No, this Pope is cool.
He is pretty cool. It's kind of weird. I don't understand what he's talking about half the time. He kind of flip-flops on issues. One day he's for the gays, one day he's not.
They can't just
one day he's abortion, one day he's not.
Those are the last thing they're holding to, right?
Yeah.
They have to be against something to control people.
Yeah. I think people, if you actually read the Bible or the Quran or any of these things, they don't really give you a clear view of what you should do. They leave the decision up to you at the end of the day.
It's so broad.
Well, there's certain rules. There's the 10 Commandments, the 5 pillars. Nobody follows those. but then they'll pick out something as obscure as abortion and make it an issue. Oh, you're getting abortion or sex even. Like all this shit like
because those are related to today's issues.
Yeah. Abortion's shouldn't be an issue. I don't understand that.
Well, you gotta I don't know.
What do you feel about abortion? You an abortion guy? You like abortions?
I'm pro-abortion.
You're pro?
Yeah.
You get an abortion?
Every day. I mean,
oh man,
I feel like up to a point. I mean, what is it? 3 months is fine. 2 months, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, once start becoming a real human, you know, I think that's fucked up.
It depends. I mean,
like 8 months is fucked up.
Yeah, that's not.
That's a baby,
cool.
right there.
You might as well just give it up for adoption.
All right,
but who
this
has
is what
an
I
abortion
believe
at that point?
All right, you find out you're 2 months pregnant. You find out you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't want it. That's it. Get rid of it. But if you're waiting for another 6 months, then you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you should have the baby.
You should have the baby, and it's a murder. To me, it is murder because you are an idiot. You now literally kill. You had the chance. You had the knowledge to get rid of the baby. You didn't.
Yes.
You waited 5 months, and now you want to do it. Now you're gonna stick with it.
You have to. Oh man! Speaking of abortions, you know what I saw the other day? How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about it?
I'm just kidding. No, actually, I want to talk about. I was saying before in the couch we were talking about women, or just like in general, like what happens to women after we're done with them. You know what I'm saying? Like not the ones that you married. Now, mind you, I'm married, so I'll stick to that. I love my wife. You know, we're good. But every other chick that we saw in between there, even you and whoever, like, what's their life like after? And you know, mind you, I'm only bringing this up because I just saw somebody whose life was arguably worse after your situation with them, and I looked at him and I was like, "This is what."
So that's the reason I left like these people, because I know their life is not going anywhere and they will bring me down. They're hanging on to me. They want somebody to pull them up.
Yeah. So but you don't want to be that guy? You don't want to be their savior?
Fuck no.
That's a shame. Well, it doesn't matter.
It's not my responsibility.
It depends if you care about them. If you care about them.
Yeah, but if you care about them, you give them advice, but they're not. But they're doing their own dumb shit. Mm-hmm. And you have to be the responsible one to take care of everything. Mm. For example, that person was an alcoholic, had all those issues.
Yeah, the bitch had a breathalyzer in the car. She was one of those people.
Yeah.
That is sad.
Wasn't her first or second DUI. Kept getting DUIs.
Yeah. Making
bad decisions. Being stubborn. Have these stupid ideas.
Mm. You miss her, don't you?
Fuck no.
Nah. Hey, one thing, she did look okay. She did
look
at
my life. Good. So much. Like, I had a lot of those people in my life.
Yeah. It's always good to cut those off. I mean, it's funny.
For a lot of guys, those are experiences. Mm-hmm. Those bad decisions, but those are people, you know?
Yeah.
Those are people who, throughout life, they keep making bad decisions. So you got to cut them off.
Yeah.
Because they're going to bring you down at one point. Mm-hmm. You know, one of their bad decisions. You marry an alcoholic, one day she's going to drive with your kid.
And then
get an accident, kill your kid, and it's going to affect you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You know, if you marry someone who gambles, is going to lose like all your, let's say, money. Somebody who cheats, you know, at some point they're going to cheat on you. Mm-hmm. If somebody's not successful, you
just kind of look at them like that.
They bring you down at some point in life.
Yeah. It's funny.
They're definitely not motivating you in anything, anyway. No, even if they're fun or something, that's going to stop at some point.
It does. Yeah, all of that does stop.
It's like friends who are like keep asking you for money or
like me and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like how you are. So. No, but seriously, you know, you learn at some point in your life to cut off those moochers.
Yeah,
like because Kofi. If they're like Kofi, your buddy Kofi.
Yeah. So you could say his name because fuck him. Fuck him. Sorry, you have a beautiful kid though. Fuck you. Yeah.
So yeah, these people that it's fun when you're younger.
Yeah, because it's like whatever. You don't know.
Once you grow up, these people just slow you down in life. They don't add any value.
They don't. It's amazing because
if you're adding value to other people's life, you should get the same back. So it doesn't have to be the same way, but maybe in another way.
Yeah. I look at monetarily valuing people.
Hey, if it's monetary, if you're spending $1 on me, I'll spend $1 on you.
No,
I'm not.
You're cheap.
Well, yeah, I paid for it.
I still owe you $200, by the way. I can't wait to give you that money back. I will one day. Then you can't talk anymore. It'll be like, nah, you can't say a word.
True.
Yeah. Then I could just totally disrespect you whenever I want. You can't hold that over my head. I should just give you $200.
You should.
I should, right?
Yeah.
But I don't have it right now. Oh, life is great.
I mean,
I'm going to go buy another Mercedes or something.
A C-Class?
Why not?
Probably that's a year of payment.
Yeah. A year of payment on a C-Class. Yeah. Or a new sunroof on a Mazda 6.
People buy like an entry-level luxury car?
I think that people who buy entry-level luxury cars use it for a particular purpose, whether it's commuting.
But they're not luxury.
They're not.
You're not getting the
what kind of car do you drive?
So let me. You're paying. So when you buy a Mercedes-Benz, you're paying 10 to 50. So you're paying 30% just for the brand.
Yes.
Not for the luxury, not anything. Just for
the little TriStar.
Just little
TriStar logo. Yeah.
So when you're getting you're buying a $45,000 C-Class, you're buying a $30,000 car, $25,000 car. The rest is just for that run. So what is a $25,000? A Honda Accord.
Okay.
A Honda Accord with the leather. It's the same quality.
And all the features.
And all the
wood grain steering wheel.
So why don't you pay like instead of $45,000, $35,000 you buy Infinity and get.
It's like why do you buy USA Polo Association versus Polo? You're buying. It doesn't matter. The USA Polo Association
you're buying
just
Mercedes, you don't buy a C-Class. I'm saying you buy an E-Class.
Why is it the most popular model then? So all these poor people are just buying it.
No, poor people who want to have a Mercedes, but they can't afford one.
This is why Trump is president. Because of people like
this.
Who
buy C-Class.
A guy who drives a Mazda. Judging. A Mazda without a sunroof, by the way.
Cheap car.
You
I didn't pay $45,000 for that.
I wanted a cheap car, so I got a Mercedes. See, there's a big difference between the class.
For a $20,000
it's about lifestyle. You got to look at what the lifestyle is. My lifestyle is better than yours. So cheap to me is a Mercedes. Cheap to you is a Mazda.
But I have more money than you.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I know nothing. All I know is I drive a Mercedes with a panoramic sunroof, and you drive a Mazda with no sunroof, and you're telling me that I'm poor. That doesn't make any sense. I pay my taxes. My rent is paid.
Are you?
Yes, I give money when I go to church on Sunday. When I go to church, the last time I went 3 or 4 years, 9 years ago, whatever. I do. I put my fair share, and I give to charity. I was just at a charity event. Charitying it up, throwing money in the air. Yeah. So don't tell me about being, you make no sense. It just makes no sense. Because what's economy to me is luxury to you. Okay? So
it's not luxury. That's what my point is.
Because you're blinded by poor. The poorness is just pouring out your veins right now.
No, I'm saying you're not even getting.
But why would you drive
You're getting a $20,000 car. Why don't you get a better car for $45,000? Get an Infinity.
I didn't want an Infinity. I want a Mercedes.
Because
I'm loyal to the brand. I like
because you paid for the brand. You didn't buy the car. You just wasted your money for a brand.
I'm not going to buy a big E or S class because I don't have E or S class need.
No.
Space.
It's not about the
There's a $10,000 difference.
Quality.
No,
and the features.
Listen. Yeah, actually, there is a feature that I'm missing on my car that kind of pissed me off, and I emailed them about it.
A lot of them.
No. It was this thing that it's like this parking assist thing that beeps when you get too close to the curb and shit. It had it on my old car. I don't have it on this one, and I thought it was standard.
Yeah, because
this is not standard. It's not. I was a little pissed. Can't return it now. I'm just stuck with it. It's okay. It's still a Mercedes with a sunroof. So,
all right, change of topic.
No, but going back to the women thing. You want to cut it off?
Yeah. Well, this whole car thing. Yes, cut it off later.
Coming. Anywho,
go back to the hose.
Go back to the hose. The whole car conversation kind of made him feel insecure. Just get a better car. That's all I'm gonna say. Nah. I'll let you drive mine. You Uber. Uber is an option. I respect Uber, even though.
So speaking of Uber. Do you saw the video clip of the...
I have not watched it. I heard it. I heard about it, but what happened again?
So basically, the CEO of Uber lives in, I guess, San Francisco area.
Yes, he does.
Bay Area. He gets into Uber Black, and the driver knew him. So he brings up, when he was getting out of the car, he brings up the conversation of... why you guys keep messing with the rates. So what Uber does, it changes the rate. And the rate, they take a percentage of the rate, like 10, 20%, whatever.
It's 20, I think.
20% of the rate.
Yeah.
So they, so if the black Uber driver used to charge $20, now it's $10 when they started. And he's like, we are your employees or whatever, you can't just mess with the rate. So a lot of these people, so when Uber Black started, a lot of these guys, when they were like making good money, so they're like, all right, we're going to go buy a good car with the expectation of we're going to make just revenue.
Yeah.
So this guy bought $100,000 S-Class. Which they were making a lot of money when Uber Black started. They could afford
But Uber Black was like the only car you could get at one point from 2010 to like 2013 almost. Like it was.
But then they added, but they didn't change the rate on Black. So what Uber did, they brought down the rate down. So these people who took finances or whatever, now they just make enough money just to pay off the car. They can't even pay off their car.
Oh, wow.
So he told this, and the guy was like, no, and the Uber CEO was like, hey, we need to compete. There's no way we can. There's too many people, like other companies in the market. We don't lower, we can't compete. And the guy, so the argument keeps going, and he goes, Uber CEO tells the guy that, don't blame me for your own life. Like you should be responsible for your own life and actions.
Okay.
So that's why people kind of went off, like, who talks to, like, let's say you you get a job somewhere, and every week your boss, like, keeps changing your salary. You get hired by $80,000 a year, it's $100,000 next, and after 2 months they change your salary to $50,000 because the business is not doing good.
I hear you.
So his point was like, if you're not making money, you should take it off corporate, not your employees.
Yeah,
but Uber doesn't look at them as employees.
I don't look at them like that either.
Yeah, they're not employees. It's a part-time thing, part-time gig.
It's also, you choose to drive Uber. If it's not working out for you, don't drive Uber.
You don't go to an interview.
Yeah, you don't. Literally, anybody with a decent driving record could drive Uber.
Yeah.
So I thought about it, and I did the math, because I was thinking about just doing it part-time, driving maybe a couple hours a day. Doesn't make sense to me. The gas, the insurance would be higher since I'm driving a luxury car. And and I would literally have to drive full time to get any value out of what I would do, because they I was looking, like, certain cars, they make you pay more insurance or whatever, so my insurance would like quadruple. I'm paying $60 a month for insurance right now on a freaking Mercedes Benz, and it's not as cheap as a Mazda insurance like you have. What do you pay, $20?
No, $70.
70?
60.
60? It's not, why? What's the point? You don't even need insurance? Like, don't they just give those out for free when you crash it? Just go to the store.
I don't buy a car we can't afford and have to Uber drive as Uber.
No, I only no, I do it for extra. You know why I do it? Because Uber. I wanna do more things. I want to make more money. It's about making more.
By driving Uber?
It's something. It's easy. I heard it's easy, and I like to talk to people while I drive and shit. So, but the thing is like I looked at it and it's not. There's no value in it for me. I wouldn't make money. I'd actually be.
So these people, I think they're making almost minimum wage or a little bit above minimum wage.
That's the new minimum wage. Any service job, anything like that, is minimum wage.
Minimum wage.
Live with it. Deal with it. Drive for both Lyft and Uber and whoever the fuck is around. You
shouldn't even look at it as a career because in 4 or 5 years it's all gonna be autonomous.
Yeah. It's not a career. Driving
in 2 years, they're gonna be assisting kind of the robot. And after that, they're going to cut you off. So if you're an Uber driver, that's not a career.
Yep, you might as well sign up to be a crash test dummy or something now, because that's about the only thing that's going to... I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to sound like the Uber CEO right now. But it's
so
true.
the Uber CEO apologizes, and he said he needs to take some leadership class. He shouldn't... Personally,
you think he's gonna get fired?
No, he shouldn't even got into that argument as a CEO of a company. It's not right.
I think he was drunk though, right? When he was a little tipsy.
Probably, yeah.
He's a young guy.
Trying to get
his early 40s
argument or trying to convince the guy. You don't.
Yeah, you can't. Some people are passionate about what they do, but Uber. I mean, like I support that brand just because it's been good to me for so many years. I know people that are involved in it.
They raise the quality of. If people have problems, don't drive it.
Yeah. It's true.
And then they have to change their business model.
Yep.
Obviously, you're still making enough money that is worth you driving. Mm-hmm. And, maybe you couldn't do anything else. Maybe you couldn't flip a burger or do something else. Now you're driving and making money. So there you go. Look at it that way. If you're looking for something that pays higher, go get another job.
Yeah.
That job pays that much. And that's what the market says. Mm-hmm. If they were paying not enough, go drive a Lyft. But apparently they all pay the same.
They do, there's only competition when like when Lyft came into this market. I don't know if you used it or not, but Uber
Lyft was tricky. They messed with the rate,
bro. They give you $50. It's funny. They give you $50 coupon. No. The coupon was for $50, but it's only good for your first 5 rides.
Yeah, and then it's like they doubled the rate. I tried Lyft, so a ride that would take $5 with Uber. Mm-hmm. Would charge you $12 and then give you $5 off. It's still paid more than Uber, but you kept using these coupons, and it'll tell you how much it is. Yeah. So I stopped using it. I'm like, they're running a scam.
I haven't had a good experience with Lyft drivers.
No, they're
honestly, and some of them drive for Uber, but my wife has good experiences with them, but I haven't. She's had bad experience with Uber, and she still uses Uber. Mainly because their company's partnering with them, and I just like the brand. I never had a problem with it. So
the only problem I think Uber is having now is they lowered the rates so much that they're getting a lot of crappy driver. So before was people who could let's say I can become work at a store or become an Uber.
Yeah,
it pays enough for me to become Uber driver.
I think it's a good.
But now they lowered the rates so much. Those people actually got out. Now whoever has left, the people literally can't function, do anything else besides driving.
It's one of those industries where it's in transition because you said autonomous driving sooner or later, and you think in the next 5 years or so they'll be at that point. So they could sacrifice for profit some of these things.
They need that investment.
Quality. Yeah, because they are burning cash. That's one of their big things. They don't. They're not a profitable company yet because they built.
And they're expanding because they're investing and expanding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're about $2 billion in the hole, I think. Which is a lot, but there's still, their revenue keeps going up, but there's still the investment that was put into it. Once this thing IPOs, it's going to be huge. They just got to get their shit straight. What do you think about Snapchat IPOing?
How much is it? It's still going up?
It's about 20. Let me see. I'm following it on this.
Is it stuck around $25?
Let's see what we got here. Following the Snap. Shout out to Robinhood. It's going to make me a billionaire. I still laugh. It went down today because the market was bad. 23.77 today.
So how much did it open at? 18?
27.
It opened at 27?
Yeah. went down a lot today.
I mean, it all goes down to if you make money off ads. Look at Twitter. People use it, but they can't generate money from their the ad.
The way you could post ads on Twitter is terrible. They're not engaging. There's text lines and shit like that. There's no good I mean, if people can opt out easily, I guess. I don't know. I don't even use Twitter because there's also so many third-party apps for it too. Yeah. There's like EchoFont, and I don't see any ads on there, but EchoFont ads. So, Twitter. I mean, Twitter. I knew that was.
I see more Twitter on Facebook than on Twitter.
That's true.
People, screenshots.
Yeah, they do the screenshot. The only people that keep Twitter afloat. The only thing that keeps Twitter afloat is when people react to whatever the president says now, or retweet whatever he says. And that's crazy. Now it's literally the president's platform. They've probably gained more users.
Which is good for the company.
Is it good for the country though?
I mean, it's good for in terms of the business, they got lucky on that.
Yeah, it's keeping them afloat. But I don't know. Like right now, I think there's going to be in a couple of years there'll be a fire sale for Twitter. They're going to sell cheap. I think. I personally think that, or they'll just go out of business.
Or they gotta change their business model. Add something creative, a new feature, or fix their.
Don't they own Periscope? Ads? They own Periscope, which was kind of a fad for a little bit, and then you had
was it the videos, 5-second videos?
Yeah, I forgot the name already.
15-second videos.
No, it was 6-second videos.
Vine.
You know what's funny about Vine?
It was good, and then it was too short.
They didn't change it because Instagram. They did the 6 seconds, and then they jumped to 15 seconds and put Vine out of business. That was it. All they had to do was give them more freaking space.
The problem is...
Then in 1 minute now, you can do 1 minute.
Snapchat and Instagram, younger crowds are on those.
Yeah, but Instagram is becoming more of a cross... Like, it's crossing over to older people more. Yeah. I think more older people are using Instagram. I don't think old people will ever get Snapchat.
Actually, you know what? I mean, my parents are liking that.
They use it?
They don't use it, but they find it very entertaining.
They look at things.
With the filters. Filters are very entertaining for older people.
Yeah, but do they actually have Snapchat accounts where they use the filters?
Not yet. Because it's very complicated to use.
Exactly. It took me a while to figure out the filters.
So like scanning the face. Up, down is four-way direction.
Yeah. But the thing is, I'm engaged more with the content on Instagram. I follow people that celebrities. That's why I don't follow many celebrities on Instagram, but I follow them on Snapchat.
Snapchat?
Yeah. The ones that
I'm the other way because I like to read captions, things like that.
Yeah, but the Snapchat's more engaging. And I think it's funny because and the crazy part, I don't know if you noticed this, you follow certain celebrities that use both platforms. Instagram makes it where you could just how you can download your Snapchat story. Yeah. You can literally just upload it back onto Instagram. So people are literally uploading their Snapchat onto Instagram.
When the Snap comes out first.
So yeah, but still, it's the same. You
think that has a future, right?
What has a future? Instagram?
Snapchat?
No. They don't have a revenue model. What are they? They tried to do instant money. Those glasses are a novelty. What are they going to do?
The filters, location-based filters.
The fuck cares about location? Seriously?
Yeah. So if you have an event, you can buy a filter.
So you're sending dick pics. You can put a little dog face on it and say I'm in Malibu.
No, I've been to a corporate event when people were Snapchatting as if, let's say, this company's New Year's.
Okay, and it goes away in an hour.
Well, you create a filter, you pay for it, but you pay much more. The company who creates that filter.
Yeah, but it lasts 24 hours. It's not a memory that lasts forever.
But then let's say you have a movie coming out. You create a filter for a horror movie or something.
Yeah, they pay for that. Yeah, it gets people engaged. Yeah. But how much... I mean, the user base isn't as big as Instagram. Instagram could literally...
So you have nationwide filters. So I saw a couple of movies coming out. They created a filter and it was nationwide. So they pay a lot of money.
I know they do, but still,
it's more like TV ads. So
but you're catering to a generational gap there. There's 13 to fucking
big generation,
20,
right?
30, 35.
But this generation gonna get older and they're gonna stick with it, like we stick with.
Did
Facebook.
We stick? How about MySpace, Friendster, Chia Friend?
No, they lasted like a year or two, or a couple of years.
Facebook is
No, we're the same generation as Facebook and MySpace.
Yeah, but
that's nothing to do.
But Facebook
or Instagram,
we look at it for different things now. We don't. Okay, so younger people don't use Facebook for what we used it for. We used it to put all those pictures up of us partying and doing all that shit.
Yeah, and we got older. Now we're using it for other things.
Yeah, and so does the younger generation.
So same thing with Snapchat. Maybe that generation, when they get older, they will change.
But there's no value to that. Like, after a while, when you hit a certain age, when we hit our 30s, maybe our 34, 35, did we take a selfie all the time? I mean, I see some of these bitches, like that one bitch, what's her name? She's like 36 or some shit.
Yeah.
40 something.
Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, nobody wants to see. She mean, like, no, why? You're 40 something. Nobody wants to see that shit. We want to see Kylie Jenner. We want to see, like, fucking porn stars and shit. No, we don't want to see you. Why are you fucking doing this? You know what I mean? And it doesn't make sense.
That's why they put the block button.
That's what you say that one day they put the dog filter because these bitches they're so ugly that that's the only way they can communicate with the dog filter. I don't like the dog filter. The dog filter is so stupid. Like, and it's funny, like a woman, like
you know, you're ugly when you make your face look like a dog. You're cuter than your real life.
Exactly, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Oh, what's that? Oh, you took a picture of the food. See, and then nowadays, remember we used to post food pictures on the internet. By the way, I'm a pioneer in that. And the selfie. I was doing selfies before they were called selfies. Okay? I was doing this back in 06.
Yeah.
06.
Bathroom pictures.
The bathroom pictures. Look it up on Facebook, people. I have bathroom pictures. With chicks, bathroom pictures. How do you get in the same bathroom as a girl? I didn't have to dress up as a woman to do it either. I did it the right way, as a man.
Yeah.
So... like, yeah, all this shit. Like, we were doing this before other people, and now generationally we're separated from that because we're grown up and shit. We drive nice. No, I drive a nice car. You're you. You're happy being you. But like, the Snapchat phenomenon to me is so much. I think it's just a fad, and they are $500 million in the hole. If they don't show a quarterly earnings report of positive revenue.
They don't need to show positive. Amazon is not making money. They just need to show growth. And
growth where?
User and revenue. They don't have to make profit, but if their revenue is growing.
But the goal is to be profitable. Why would you want to be involved?
It took Facebook 10 years to become profitable.
They were profitable after their second year.
Of their IPO.
I think so. I think it was their second year.
But they were out for 10 years. At least 10 years.
Yeah, but
what year did...
Do you think that these people are going to make $500 million in a year or two?
No.
To cover their
When did Facebook
costs?
Came out? 2000...
Or cover whatever.
What was it? 2003? 2?
2012 they IPO'd.
No, but...
Oh, no, 2003. 2003, 2004, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Let's say 2003. That's 14 years ago. They came out 14 years ago.
Yeah.
When did Snapchat?
2012, I think. 2012.
Okay. So, only 5 years passed. So, in 14 years...
Yeah, but...
So, in 9 years, yes, they got to make that
Facebook was only $50 million...
when the IPO came out?
In the hole at IPO. These guys are $500 million in the hole. So, that's a lot of money.
Where are you spending money? Making filters?
Infrastructure. They wanted to build... They have a very good IT squad, I guess. Marketing, maybe? I don't know. Filters.
They got pretty amazing filters, though.
Is that what it's all about, the filters?
Maybe,
I personally don't know the filters. I mean, I like them. I filtered myself the other day. I put, like, the eyes and halfway water on the face.
You know what's funny? That those filters keeps my parents entertained.
Good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll let my mom play with it and see if she likes it.
The old people like it, actually.
If they do.
It's pretty funny to them. It's very simple. You know, kids and their parents, they can play with filters.
Do you really want to play with your parents to have an adult conversation with them?
You can't. Well, once they pass a certain age, you can't have adult conversation.
Useless. No point.
Because you're the adult and they're just...
Oh. They're the children now. Makes sense. Anywho.
Yeah.
That's enough. Let's wrap it up. Anywho, this has been another fabulous episode of luxury and whatever poor people drive. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And big shout out to everybody who's been liking the last post. I hashtagged it Pepe the Frog, and we got a whole bunch of likes from that, about 200 or 300, which is a record actually, which is pretty good. And I hope in turn you guys have listened or watched our last couple of podcasts. And we're going to keep a consistent thing. Probably do some tech unboxings and have some special guests up here in the near future. So definitely smash the like button on YouTube, heart us on SoundCloud. Follow us on iTunes. We're on every platform pretty much. So, look us up. It Must Be Happy Hour podcast. And we're signing out. See you next time. Bye.
Peace.